Yeah. What is the basic difference between scalar and vector?
A quantity that has magnitude but no particular direction is scalar. A quantity that has magnitude and acts in a particular direction is vector.
Okay. Is that a sufficient definition? Because if you talk about, say, the vector has direction as well as magnitude, and scalar doesn't have the direction. That is what we imply. Okay, Disha is also saying the same. Scalar has only magnitude and vector has both magnitude and direction. But let us analyze this definition whether it is correct or not. Okay.
Sir,
Vector must obey the vector law of addition.
sir, a quantity that has magnitude but no particular direction is scalar, and a quantity that has magnitude and acts in a particular direction is vector.
Yeah.
As well as it
To some
obey the vector
extent,
law of
yes.
addition.
Yeah, that is very important. Abhishek has pinpointed it because even if you take for example, we are talking about. Okay, can you see this? Okay, let me share first. Okay, I hope you can see the screen now. Because normally what we say that scalar has magnitude, but scalar can have direction also. Rightly said by Uday that it doesn't have any particular direction. Okay? Even though it has direction, it doesn't act in that direction. Or even if it acts, then the scalar is different than vector because vector has magnitude, it has direction, and it follows the law of addition of vector. Law of addition of vector. So even though scalar may have direction, just like for example electric current, so it has direction, but it is not a vector quantity. Okay. So even though it has the direction, it is not a vector because it doesn't follow the law of addition of vector. That is what we have learned up till now. Okay. We just took a very small part of it. Okay. Now let us consider if you want to add scalar, it's very simple. The scalar addition, say a plus b, is always equal to b plus a. Okay. In vector, if you use a plus b, is it equal to b plus a?
No, sir.
Yes. No. Huh? Yes or no? If you want to chat, you can just chat also. Whether vector a plus vector b is equal to vector b plus vector a.
Yes, sir.
Then how do you add these vectors? Abhishek says no, they are not same. Let us consider. Let us just try to understand how these vectors are added. So I am sharing the GeoGebra app with you. I hope you are able to see this. Kind of graph. Okay. And you can just move here and there. And we'll take two vectors here and then we'll try to add them in different way. Say a plus b and b plus a. Okay. So to start with this vector, I just put some points. Let us take one point at origin, other point here, and maybe the third point here. Okay. And then we will just find out the vector AB and BC, and then we'll try to add the vector. Okay. So vector from A, comma B. Okay. You can see here on the screen, you can see the vector U. Sorry. You don't want this one. Okay. So this is a vector U, and you can have specific color for this. Okay. You can just go and set the color so that we can understand this is what the vector is. Okay. This is U vector. And then we'll go for vector BC. Okay. We can have AC also, there is no problem. But deliberately I am taking the vector BC so that we will add vector AB and vector BC. Okay. So we have this vector B, comma C. Sorry. This has to be vector BC. Okay. Capital C, not small c. So this is a vector B, and then we can just add these two vectors. Okay. And then I can just change the color of this, say, brown. Okay. So what will be the addition of these two vectors?
Vector AC.
Yes, vector AC. Okay. Now if we add, say, BC and AC, sorry, AB instead of this, so let us write here. Now this is U plus V. Okay. So this is vector U plus vector V, and that is what we can have, W. Okay. That is the resultant, right? Now if I now the why we are doing all these things, because the important thing in GeoGebra is you can just change it. Okay. So I can change. I can just change the direction. I can change the magnitude of the vector, and I can change everything. You can just change the magnitude. Okay, right, like this. So now U is much larger than V, so that you can see the resultant in any case. Okay. Now this is something like U minus V or something like that. Okay. So you can have addition, you can have subtraction of the vector, and so and so. Now here I write V plus U. What does it give to me? Okay. The same. Now it is shown by A vector. Okay. And this was shown by W. So just name has changed. Okay. So this is same, because on left hand side you can see the numbers 0.82 and minus 1.36. Same, 0.82 minus 1.36. Is it okay? Clear?
Sir, can you please
So we
repeat
can,
it?
yeah?
Can you please repeat it?
Yeah, sure. See, what we have done is we have taken two vectors initially. Okay, let me just delete this so that you can understand again clear. What are the two vectors that I have taken? This is vector U, which is from A to B, and vector V from B to C. Okay. And then what I did is I just take the addition of two U and V. So what happens is it is nothing but it is a vector AC. Okay. Now what will happen if the vector is not like this? That means they are originating from, say, A. Okay. So let us try this. Just instead of BC, we'll have vector AC. Okay. And now we add U and V. U plus V. This is different. Okay. As compared to the previous one, this is different. Now, why it is different?
Direction.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is something like component. Okay. If I go this on x-axis and this on y-axis, now this is simply projection of vector. So you can just project from here. Okay. You can see here very nicely. Just let me take this 8 and let me take this one as 6. Okay. You can clearly see this is the projection. Now, if you have different direction, different magnitude, you will get the different output. Okay. This is very difficult to show on a board. So that's why I like this GeoGebra interface. It is very simple. And you can do it. It is already available on mobile. So you can do it. Now, if I use, suppose, V plus U, okay. So let me just not delete, but I will just disappear this W, okay. So now, if I write V plus U, then what is the output? Now the name has just changed, okay. Just name has changed. And here on left hand side also you can see 6.43, 7.6, 6.43, 7.6. It is the same. So it doesn't matter whether you add U and V in any sense, like U plus V or V plus U, A plus B and B plus A, both are same. Clear? So what is this property called?
Commutative law of vector addition.
Yes, commutative. So scalar addition is already commutative. Vector addition is also commutative. ठीक है? अगर आपको लगता है कि क्या सचमुच में ये सही है, तो what you can do, you can just click this and okay, and okay. Oh. It should move actually. No, it's not moving. Okay. So you can just put some parallel ray, okay, from say point C to here, right? Now you can see the points or the values for F. Oh, okay, that has given equation. Sorry. Let me put vector here, not this. Delete. Let me put some point here, okay, so that we can just put some vector. Okay, point D. Now I will just put vector CD, and if the vector CD is same as that of AB, then we can say that V plus U is also same, right? So vector C comma D. Now you can see we can see the vector B and vector U. Can you see the vector U here? It is 2.43, 5.6, 2.38, 5.54. Okay, quite close. Maybe because of why I have not put the D point very correctly. Okay, so if I put very correctly, then these two will be same. Now you can see 2.43, 5.6, 2.43, 5.6. So the vector B is exactly same as that of the vector U. Oh, sorry. Now you can see here, vector B and U are parallel. So that is what the triangle law of addition of vectors is. So in both cases, whether you just put head to tail, or you just put two vector anywhere. Both cases, this vector addition can be done either like v plus b, or that is v plus u, or u plus v. Okay, so this is commutative. Any doubt here? And obviously, similarly, you can have another vector like bd. So vector b comma d, and that will be same as that of the v. So the properties of c and v are same. Clear? Any doubt? Any question? कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं? समझ में आ गया? श्योर? Am I in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
No doubt? Okay. No doubt? ठीक है. अब मुझे आप बताओ कि ये जियोजेब्रा के लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में जो आपको दिख रहा है, say for example vector BD, and then you see something like 4 2. What is that? 4 2. What is 4 2? ये क्या है? ये नहीं, अभी तो मैंने पूछा था कि कोई अभी तो पूछा था मैंने कि why you are, do you have any doubt? आपने पूछा ही नहीं. ये देखा है कि कभी आपने सिंबल? Yes or no? You can just chat if you are not able to open your mic. ये सिंबल देखा है आपने 4 2 वाला, इस टाइप का? अरे हाँ हाँ बोलो या ना बोलो.
No, sir.
नहीं, नो, दिस इज अनदर रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मैट्रिक्स. मैट्रिक्स में आप कैसे लिखते हैं? स्क्वायर, ठीक है, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट लिखते हैं. दिस इज अनदर रिप्रेजेंटेशन. सो दिस इज अ मैट्रिक्स and it is a matrix of only one column, 4 and 2. So there are 2 rows, 1 column. Now why you are getting this column? What does it mean? We are talking about vector C. Okay. नहीं? Okay, let me explain you. Okay. Let me just take only one vector like this. Okay, and now you see the vector. Okay. Let me just put it here. Now see the vector.
Intercept.
Intercepts. नहीं, इंटरसेप्ट कैसे आएगा? वेक्टर का इंटरसेप्ट मतलब यहाँ पे ओरिजिन पे, राइट? वेक्टर u is vector from point A to B, and the column vector, the numbers shows 4 and 6. Now what is 4 here? This is on x-axis, right? And 6 on y-axis. So इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
Coordinates.
Coordinate.
यस कोऑर्डिनेट्स। और कुछ बोलते हैं उसको, और कुछ? स्पेसिफिक नेम है एकदम, यहाँ से
Unit
हम अगर,
vectors.
हाँ
Unit vectors.
नहीं, यूनिट वेक्टर नहीं बोलेंगे इसको, यूनिट वेक्टर नहीं बोलेंगे इसको। क्या बोलते हैं, ये आपने पढ़ा है एक्चुअली, मैंने इसीलिए बोला था कि वेक्टर थोड़ा पढ़ के आओ। नॉर्मली ये ऐसे दिखाया जाता है इस टाइप से। ये आपने किया होगा इसमें, ईएम में किया होगा। यस, व्हाट इज इट?
Components.
Components or resolve components. Okay, so component of vector. So this matrix is showing the component of vector. ठीक है, तो वेक्टर आप ऐसे भी दिखा सकते हैं, मैट्रिक्स में भी दिखा सकते हैं। शायद आपको ये, दिस इज फर्स्ट टाइम दैट यू आर सीइंग द वेक्टर without component. Okay, so component will be always perpendicular. अगर ऐसा है तो then this is 6 6. Okay, ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? कंपोनेंट समझ में आ गया?
Yes.
तो आप किसी भी पॉइंट से, सपोज यहाँ पे पॉइंट है, तो यहाँ से ये परपेंडिकुलर यहाँ पे डाल दो, ठीक है, परपेंडिकुलर नहीं आ रहा है, ये दिस शुड बी हियर, समवेयर हियर। Let me go up slightly. Okay. So this is a component. This is x component. It is now, कहाँ गया? Vector u is 2.4. Yes, it is 2.4 and 8.34. ठीक है, 8.34. So this is what the component, x component and y component is. So if you want to write the equation from this, then 2.4 into x plus 8.34 plus y, something like this. That will be the equation. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? Now how do you multiply the vector? Multiplication कैसे करते हैं? Now let us go back to the screen. And this is addition, so a plus b equal to b plus a, that we have seen. And now multiplication, a multiply b. So in how many ways you can multiply two vectors? Yes, one is dot product,
Cross product.
cross product. Now, why do you use dot product and where do you use dot product? Suppose you take the dot product of two vectors. So let me show here. Suppose this is vector A and vector B. And this is the angle between these two vectors, say A and B. And then you take the dot product of these two vectors. Why do you take the dot product of these two vectors? And what is the dot product? इसकी वैल्यू क्या होती है? A dot B.
AB cos theta.
Sure. A, B, of course, when you write AB means it is magnitude and cos theta. So will it be a vector quantity or a scalar quantity?
Scalar.
Scalar quantity, it is always scalar. And then we can have the extreme conditions for this. What are the extreme conditions? For example, theta is 0. Theta is 0 means A and B both are in same direction. Okay. Then A dot B will be,
Parallel to each other.
हाँ, तो पैरेलल में क्या होगा? It will be AB cos 0. and cos 0 is
1.
1. So it is AB. Okay. So that will be the maximum value because the cost value, maximum cost value is 1 and negative maximum is -1. Okay. We will not say -1 is the minimum value. It is negative maximum. Okay. Why we will see in next unit. And when theta is say pi by 2 or 90 degree, so the angle is 90 degree, then A dot B is equal to A B cos 90 degree, and that is equal to
0.
0. Now, what is the importance of this? Of course, you can go for theta equal to 180, and theta equal to 180 means one is in this direction, one is in other direction. This is the angle. And here the second case is this is the angle. Okay. So what is A dot B in this case? It is AB cos 180, and that is equal to
Minus AB.
minus AB. Okay. Now, what is the importance of this? So that you have to find out, and this is really, really very important in electrical engineering. Very important. If you don't understand this thing, then almost half of the electrical engineering is waste. Okay, you will not understand what is this. So you have to find the application of this dot product. Application of dot product A dot B. A and B can be anything, any two vectors. Okay, in electrical engineering. If you can't find out, then certainly we'll discuss it again. No problem. ठीक है? तो ये आपके लिए होमवर्क है. ठीक है. And then we have the cross product. Now, why we take the cross product? And what is the value of cross product?
AB sin theta.
AB sin theta.
That's it. Is it correct?
Power n.
Yeah, for n. And what is that n?
Unit vector. Perpendicular plane.
Okay. So let us go to the GeoGebra and let us try to understand what is this A cross B means. And of course, we'll go for this B cross A also. Okay. And what is the value of this B cross A? Whether it is same or different. So let me go back to GeoGebra. Why I'm taking this GeoGebra? Because it's very, very simple to understand what is going on when you talk about the two vectors. Okay. Now I already have this vector. I can just delete unnecessary things. Okay, I have this U vector, and then I will take another vector, say V. So this vector V, U and V. Okay. And now I don't want this point. So, okay, sorry, I just deleted the point. So now I can have this vector from the point A and point B. And now what we can do is we just write cross product of U and V. No, there is something wrong. Cross U, comma V. Okay. Wait. We have to go into 3 dimension. Perspective and 3D graphics. Okay. And now I don't want this axis. So I can see this on one plane, we have 2 vectors. Okay. ठीक है? अब इसका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट लेंगे. And I can show, let us put some point here. Point C is already there. And now we take the cross product of these two. Cross of U and V. It shows -12. Okay. That should be 3 dimensional. Point C is 3 dimensional. And point B is 3 dimensional. And then BCA. Point A here. Okay. So I want to show you graphically how we get these different vectors. Okay. So vector A comma B and vector A comma C. Now you understand these numbers 240. What is that?
Component.
Component
Yeah, these are the component of vector along x direction, y direction, and z direction. And since we have taken this along the say along xy plane only, so we don't have any component along z direction. Okay. We'll take the example when it is in z direction. Okay. So now we take the cross of this cross of U comma V, and you can see here. Okay. That is what it was showing -12. This is our perspective. Okay. Now let me make U as different color so that we can understand it very clearly, and this as different color so that we can understand the other one. Okay. So now if you cross these two products, okay, then what we get is the vector which is perpendicular to the plane. You can see here. I just make it like this. Okay. So this is the plane, and in vectors. Okay. Now if I keep on increasing the angle, okay, the angle हम यहाँ पे increase कर रहे हैं. Okay. So what is happening? The magnitude of W is increasing. Okay. Are you getting this point? Yes.
Yes.
Now you can see the angle very clearly. The angle is 109 degrees. Okay. Now if we decrease the angle, now just keep an eye on this. This is -51. Okay. Now if I decrease the angle slightly, okay, what is happening? Can you see? The value of cross product is decreasing. Okay. समझ में आ रहा है? Now the angle is 21 degree only. Now, if I go to say cross product of this as angle is 0, okay? Let me try to make it 0, but it is slightly difficult. Okay, quite close to 0. You can see the output is 0, almost 0. Okay, if it is angle is exactly 0, then obviously the cross product will be 0, because the definition that you have shown here is sin theta, and here theta is 0, sin of 0 is 0. Are you getting it? Now, if I make like this, why it is going up now? Any idea? Up till now it was going downward. Now it is going upward. Why? Isn't it surprising? Now this has become positive, say 33.84. Why is it so? Let us go back and let me take this C point on the other side of B. Oh, it is going down. Why? Any idea?
Sir, direct.
Why direction changes? That is what I am asking. Why direction is changing? See, you have learned the vector, okay? In 11th and 12th, maybe 10th? No. And in first year also. Now you have done this cross product in EM. Have you ever thought if I take the C point on this side or that side, what is going to happen? Again, I can just show you again that if I take this C point on this side, it is going upward. Why? No idea? Okay, raise your hand if you don't understand. Yeah.
Sir, vector C is maybe taking the vector B as a reference.
No. Let us do one thing. If you say that suppose C is kept stationary and then B has changed. Okay. Now again it is going downward. As soon as we cross C from the B side, then it shows the change of resultant. Okay. Same thing. You just change C around B or B around C. It is changing. Why? Of course. Please excuse me for this not smooth way I am just shifting this. So the answer may be slightly different. तो यहाँ पे ये 46 कांस्टेंट नहीं रहेगा, सॉरी यहाँ पे ये इसकी वैल्यू कांस्टेंट नहीं रहेगी, ए और बी की, यू और वी की. It may change slightly, okay, but the important thing is that when B is just after C, then it goes down. Okay, B is after C or C is before B. Why is it so? What is the problem? Vedanti says Fleming's right hand rule. What is Fleming's right hand rule? And what it has to do with this situation? We are quite close. That can be considered as a hint. अरे आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है ना वेक्टर, कितनी बार पढ़ा है? एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार. So you have learned vector, but you are not loving vector.
Concept
Right?
किया है सर.
क्या?
Concept ही clear नहीं है सर हमारे. कुछ तो भी रट के किया.
I'm really happy that you are accepting it honestly, and it's okay. What I am saying is, if you don't know anything, it's okay. now you need to try what is this. Okay, let me go from GeoGebra to again our screen. Okay, and that's why I am taking it slow, very slow. आपको लगता भी होगा कि इतना स्लो क्यों पढ़ा रहे, ठीक है. या राइट हैंड स्क्रू रूल, बट हाउ इज इम्पोर्टेंट, वो ठीक है, वो समझ में आ गया, लेकिन कैसे कैसे, ठीक है. कैसे. Now here we have the two different situations. Suppose this is say U and this is V. Okay. And in this case, suppose it was going up, and now we have the situation that V is here, just same as that of this, but now U is on this side. Okay. Now it is going downward. Okay. This is downward, this is upward, resultant. And we have the angle, for example, same. Suppose this is, ठीक है, यहाँ पे नहीं दिख रहा है, लेकिन suppose this is 40 degree. ठीक है. अगर ये मैग्नीट्यूड सेम है तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, दिस मैग्नीट्यूड इज आल्सो कांस्टेंट, सो रिजल्टेंट आर हैज द सेम मैग्नीट्यूड एज दैट ऑफ दिस. तो मैग्नीट्यूड तो सेम है, सिर्फ डायरेक्शन चेंज हो गया. आप बताओ अभी मुझे कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ.
So, may I-
yes, go ahead.
according to right hand screw rule, it states that when we rotate it in the from where we rotate the direction of UV, in that direction only the R is situated.
ओके, जिन लोगों को समझ में आ गया वो हाथ ऊपर करो. नहीं, you can explain again. See, just saying right hand screw rule will not be sufficient. You will have to show how it works.
So that the direction of R depends on the movement of U and V. If we move U and V upwards, then R should be in the upward direction. And if we move UV downwards, then R should be in the downward direction. I think so.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. But still people have not understood. जिसको समझ में आ गया वो हाथ ऊपर करो. You are absolutely right. But it is slightly complicated, like Chatur's answer. So it is something like कहना क्या चाहते हो, right? That is very important. Okay, let me tell you in simple language. Up till now you have learned that there is angle in between. Suppose these are the two rays, so the angle is theta. Okay, maybe like say 50 degree. You never have thought of the angle might be positive or negative. Now you tell me whether you have measured the angle, say from point A to point B or point B to point A. कभी सोचा था आपने? एंगल आप कहीं से भी मेजर कर लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? If you are talking about scalars, then there is no difference. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But if you are talking about the vectors, then it makes a difference whether you measure from A to B or B to A. So this is different than this, even if the angle is 50 degree. ये भी 50 डिग्री है, लेकिन ये B से A की तरफ मेजर किया गया. In common language, this is called as counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, right? ये क्लॉकवाइज हो गया. अब इसका क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? क्या फर्क पड़ेगा इसमें? अब आप सोचो what you have said very rightly, right hand screw rule or Fleming's right hand rule. Okay. Now if you have a screw, okay, if you have a screw from this side, this direction, okay, this point, यहाँ पे ये स्क्रू है. अब इसको आप इस डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहे हैं, ऐसे मूव कर रहे हैं, तो स्क्रू बाहर आएगा कि अंदर जाएगा?
बाहर आएगा.
बाहर आएगा. वेरी राइट. और इस डायरेक्शन में अगर मूव कर रहे हैं तो That is the resultant direction. That's it. That is the resultant direction. ठीक है? So even if the angle is same, 50 degree, 50 degree, how you are moving the say this vector, that is very important, and that is what I was just discussing about this equation. A cross B equal to AB sin theta into n cap. Now this n cap has the same direction as that of the resultant. यहाँ पे ऐसे भी लिखा जाता है कि n cap is equal to r vector divided by the magnitude of r. Okay, so that is the unit vector along the resultant. Now if you take B cross A, now the angle has changed. कैसे change हो गया? Angle has become now not plus 50 but minus 50. Not theta plus minus theta. So sin minus theta and n as it is. Now what is my sin minus theta?
Minus sin theta.
Minus sin theta. So we have this AB sin theta as it is and minus n. And therefore the unit vector has changed from say up direction to down direction. Exactly opposite. ये equation ने सब आपको बता दिया. But up till now nobody has cared. Not you, not the teachers, not the parents. Nobody has cared to understand this. ये कैसे होता है? ठीक है? और इसमें आपकी कोई गलती नहीं है, किसी की भी नहीं है, टीचर की भी नहीं, पेरेंट की नहीं, आपकी भी नहीं. ठीक है? That is how the exams were taken. Even today, exams will not ask these things. But this is very, very important for you. अब मैं आपको इससे कनेक्टेड एक फिनोमेना बताता हूँ. ठीक है? इससे कनेक्टेड, and that is very important in this what do you call electrical engineering. Okay? Now, if you are rotating something like this, or you are rotating something like this, okay, ठीक है, either this or oscillating, then you can generate a wave. और ये AC जनरेटर का प्रिंसिपल यहाँ पे आता है. ठीक है? कैसे आता है वो हम बाद में देखेंगे, इन डिटेल देखेंगे. ठीक है? So if you are talking about any circular motion, then it generates the wave. Or if you talk about the simple harmonic motion, so these three things with A cross B is equal to say C, then always, एक मिनट मैं आपको ये फिर से दिखाता हूँ. अब हम लेंगे, okay, let me stop here and then okay. Now you can see the GeoGebra. Now initially what I told you that this is only in X and Y plane. So U vector, you can see the cursor. On left hand side you can see the value of U 7.936.37. So this is only in XY plane. Now if I take this is in suppose Z plane. So for that purpose what I will have to change? The point C and point B. So let's this point have some Z component also. So let's write 2 here and say 3 here. You can take anything, doesn't matter. Now these two vectors are not in the plane. You can see, are they in this plane, XY plane? ठीक है? जैसे थोड़ा सा ऊपर दिख रहे हैं? Yes, no?
Yes.
I can show slightly more then, there is no problem. 6 कर देते हैं इसको. Okay. Now it is very clearly visible. इसको 7 कर देते हैं. Now it is very clearly visible that they are in space. Even now you can change the space also. Okay. इसको आप ऊपर नीचे भी कर सकते हैं, कहीं पे भी ले जा सकते हैं. ठीक है? And then you can move in this direction or this direction, up down, okay. Now let me show this figure like this. Okay, so when these vectors were suppose in xy plane, then there was something which was constant. Also in this case also there is something that is constant, that has not changed. So what is that property for the resultant? क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? जब ये xy प्लेन में थे, ओके, मैंने इसको xy में ले आया, ठीक है, इसको भी मैं xy में ले आया, ठीक है। अब इस केस में जो इसका रिलेशन था रिजल्टेंट के साथ, वही रिजल्टेंट के साथ कनेक्शन अभी भी है, तो वो कौन सा कनेक्शन? आई कैन जस्ट शो यू लाइक दिस। क्या कनेक्शन? नहीं? ऑब्जर्व दिस फिगर वेरी केयरफुली। What is the angle between resultant and, okay, somebody has just put in chat. Yes, very right, Shraddha. Very correct. Perpendicular. The resultant is always perpendicular to U and V. Always. वो जिस प्लेन में हो उसके परपेंडिकुलर में ही ये आया है। Are you getting this point? अब इसका इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है? इसका इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है? So the importance is, now we'll go back to our screen. So the importance is, now you can see here, this A cross B is always perpendicular to N. Okay, always. So A cross B is always equal to, so suppose it is equal to C, then C is always perpendicular to plane of AB. A और B जिस प्लेन में होंगे उसको ये C परपेंडिकुलर ही रहेगा permanently. And that is what we have talk about Fleming's now left hand rule. Now what is Fleming's left hand rule? नहीं? No problem. You don't know? It's okay. You can read it. Now here we have clearly understood that why we write A cross B equal to minus B cross A. क्यों? क्योंकि ये यूनिट वेक्टर जो है वो डायरेक्शन चेंज कर देता है। ठीक है, आ गया ध्यान में? And second important thing that you have learned that angle has positive and negative direction, or clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and it makes difference. It makes difference. Later on we'll study that how we can say the small angle as vector quantity. Very small angle is considered to be a vector quantity. It is not a scalar, but of course in larger amount it is a scalar quantity. ठीक है? Any doubt? Any question? आपको समझ में आया कि मैंने ज्यादा कंफ्यूज कर दिया?
नो सर, समझ में आया।
पक्का?
यस सर।
देखो आपको ना स्टडी करते वक्त ऐसे करना है कि यू आस्क द क्वेश्चंस व्हाई वी ऑलवेज राइट A क्रॉस B इक्वल टू माइनस B क्रॉस A, व्हाई? जब तक आप व्हाई नहीं पूछेंगे तब तक वो समझ में नहीं आएगा। ठीक है?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you explain Fleming's left-hand rule, how it is applicable?
Tell me Fleming's left-hand rule first. I will
Yes.
show you. We can discuss. There is no problem. Okay. Now, what is Fleming's left-hand rule? It talks about, say, motion of electron and magnetic field. And velocity of it.
I know about magnetic field.
So velocity of electron and motion of electron and magnetic field. Okay. So suppose we can consider the electron which is moving here and the magnetic field is suppose like this. Of course, this is an application of this. What does this cross means? Cross का मतलब क्या होता है?
Inward.
Yeah,
You know,
magnetic
inside-
field is
inside the plane.
inside this wall, inside this screen. Okay, and the electron is moving like this. Then the force that is acting on this electron is given by this is actually the vector cross product of vector. Okay, V cross B, where V is the velocity of electron and B is the magnetic field. And then from this we calculate the charge on the force on the electron. ठीक है? कितना समझ में आया? Now the charge on this electron is minus E, and therefore we have this equation V cross B. Okay. Now the cross product will be, now V is, suppose this is X direction and suppose this is the Z direction. अंदर जा रहा है तो वो Z direction और ये ऊपर जो है this is Y direction. ठीक है? Now where this electron will go? Now V is in, say, X direction, so I just write Vx, and B is in Z direction, so Bz. So I can write this as minus E as it is, and V into B scalar. ठीक है? और X क्रॉस Z, तो X के डायरेक्शन में यूनिट वेक्टर कौन सा होता है? हाई.
Hi.
Z के डायरेक्शन में
K.
K. Now what is I cross K? What is I cross K? अगर ये क्लॉकवाइज में, हाँ, अगर ये क्लॉकवाइज में है तो पॉजिटिव और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज में है तो नेगेटिव. ठीक है? Here this is I cross K, which is minus J. So this is equal to minus E V B and minus J. So this is equal to minus becomes plus. So E V B and plus J. Plus J मतलब कौन सी डायरेक्शन हो गई?
Positive Y.
पॉजिटिव Y. तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन जैसे अंदर आएगा वो पॉजिटिव Y की तरफ जाएगा. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
And that is the direction of resultant. हम यहाँ पे जो दो वेक्टर की बात कर रहे थे तो ये है. लेकिन अगर इसके जगह इलेक्ट्रॉन की जगह हम अल्फा पार्टिकल लेते हैं तो now this becomes minus J मतलब नेगेटिव Y डायरेक्शन, तो वो नीचे की तरफ जाएगा. That is how we separate the बीटा डीके एंड अल्फा डीके. दोनों हम ऐसे अलग अलग सेपरेट कर सकते हैं. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे आप ये नहीं ले सकते कि पहले अगर आपने V क्रॉस B ले लिया अब B क्रॉस V लेके देखते हैं, नहीं. तो फॉर्मूला इज लाइक दिस. यू कैन नॉट चेंज द फॉर्मूला. You cannot change the formula. Any other question? Something in chat? Yeah. अल्फा पार्टिकल का मतलब होता है हीलियम का न्यूक्लियस जो होता है वो। अल्फा बीटा डीके सुना है ना, अल्फा बीटा गैमा। सो अल्फा मीन्स इट इज हीलियम न्यूक्लियस 2 4 हीलियम, मतलब इसमें सिर्फ 2 प्रोटॉन रहेंगे और 2 न्यूट्रॉन रहेंगे, ठीक है। So this is basically a positively charged particle, whereas beta is nothing but electron simply. So this is basically a simple electron which is negatively charged. This is always positively charged. तो पॉजिटिव और निगेटिव पार्टिकल्स कैसे हम सेपरेट कर सकते हैं? तो जस्ट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लगा दो, यहाँ से पार्टिकल भेज दो, नेगेटिव होंगे ऊपर जाएंगे, पॉजिटिव होंगे नीचे आएंगे, सिंपल।